To interrogate the room-based data of this room, I can right-click and bring up Room Editor. Room Editor is CodeBook's electronic room datasheets for this particular room. Here on Room Information I can see information relating to room name, its briefing code, required area, ceiling height, and in this case designed area. I can also drill down into the data further and look at the design issues, the finishes, the equipment and the M&E information for this particular room. All of this information where we have a white dialog is editable and updatable. For example, in the case of the winter degrees here on temperature, if I needed to change that, I can select a new value and save that away. I can also see the required equipment list for this particular room. CodeBook comes with tools and also a graphic library containing AutoCAD or MicroStation graphics for just short of 4,500 items of equipment. Here in the required list, if I look at the CHA003 chair in the library placement tool, I can see the graphic representation of that item. I can see its group coding, its classification, in this case its ADB number, its overall sizes and also its mounting height. I can also see a brief description of that item of equipment. The user is also at liberty to add digital photographs to items of equipment in the library and also any associated PDF files. The user may also add in information such as single line specifications and unit or linear costs if necessary. New items of equipment can be added to the required equipment list straight from the CodeBook library. For example, if I needed to go and find an exercise bike, for example, to include into this room, I can find it in the library and drag and drop the representation into the required equipment list. It's worth noting that when you are adding new items of equipment, it's worthwhile giving a reason for the update, i.e. it may be a client request, and also a note saying when and why this item of equipment was added. It may well be that at a later date this item of equipment needs to be excluded or omitted from the list and the reason for update changed. I can also update my note so that at any time I can highlight that item of equipment and I can see what has happened to it during the time it's been in the required equipment list. I could, if necessary, also remove the selected item completely from the required equipment list, but then it and its auditability trail has left CodeBook completely. To enable the user to get these items of equipment quickly planned into a drawing, CodeBook can be used to display the equipment layout of that room, and then we can start to place into CAD selected items or all of the items from the required equipment list. I will select all items. CodeBook will ask me for an insertion point and also a rotation, and what CodeBook will now do is place all 40 items from the required equipment list directly into the drawing in a matrix format. Once the graphics have been placed, I can use the normal CAD tools to go and arrange and plan the equipment as necessary. CodeBook also comes with tools to allow the user to manipulate the graphics within the drawing. If I want to modify some of the equipment, maybe a fixed height, or move labels, edit labels, or stretch items of equipment, CodeBook can give me tools to allow me to do that. Once the equipment has been placed into the CAD drawing and arranged or planned, and we look at the room editor once again, we can see that we have two other tabs that we haven't yet explored. One, we've got the designed equipment list The last time this was updated was on the 22nd of March 2004, and also a comparison list. The comparison list is the comparison between the required equipment list and the designed equipment list. In order to get up-to-date information from Codebook, we need to do a get equipment lists from CAD. On the 4th floor this time I will update the equipment lists, and Codebook will go through every room and update all the equipment into the designed equipment list. This will then give me a comparison between those two lists. In short, all Codebook is doing here is validating what I've been asked to provide against what I am actually providing and planning in my CAD drawing. Once this has been done, if I bring up Room Editor again, I now have not only the required equipment list, but also a designed equipment list and an equipment comparison between the two. Any item of equipment from the designed equipment list can be highlighted and its position shown in the CAD drawing